Goody, 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 everyone. This is Dayhawk bringing to you episode 51 of Shaman 2021. Another rush and disappointing episode. The fight between Silva and Yoh is lackluster. It was short, and I want it to be long and, just being dramatic, because Silva and Yoh have a personal connection. Besides being related to each other, Silva views Yoh as a close friend and student, and I'm sure Yoh views him the same way. And we get a glimpse in the fight where he noticed that he has gotten strong, and we'll see how strong he gets. This is his ultimate test, and we'll see, and he at the end is very proud of Yoh. He's very proud of him, and to die the way he did, it was like, good, but it's just so short, so rushed, and the battle I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything at all, and it sucks. And the whole going into plant to plant, this gauntlet, just makes you think, like, what's the point of going through this gauntlet when we all know that How is successful in merging with the great spirits? To me, it's just like it became a waste of time, and I don't know. I just feel disappointed, and I hope that the last episode next week will make it all right. But I don't know. I have a sinking feeling. And yeah, I just I don't know. I just kind of feel I'm at a loss for words, So now, the episode gets started. You get to see Silva at the glacier plant. Yoh is the one who accepts Silva's challenge. But here's the part where they miss something. And another disappointing factor is that how did Silva broke free from the patch song? Because if you remember, he was mind controlled, brainwashed, and you saw him, not being Silva at the beginning of the plant saga, if you will. Oh, I will protect the Shaman King. Oh. And then you see him in this episode back to normal. What's going on? I have a couple of theories, but I think, I don't know, man. Either the two people who did the brainwashing, who are dead, must have broke the spell since they're dead, or Silva's willpower kicked in and broke him himself. Either way, it's just, there's no explanation, and it sucks. And you know what? I'm gonna just skim through the episode, because why not? It's just, there's no need for me to go into detail all that much, because the Silva match is short, because you get to see Yoh and Silva fight, and you see them fighting underwater, and we get to see a couple of oversouls from Silva that we haven't seen in the original, and it came to the point where Yoh gave the final blow to Silva, and Silva is happy and proud of him, and telling him, you passed the final test and I'm so proud of you, and he dies, and that was it. It's, it's so disappointing. And just like Manta here, he wakes up from a horrible dream. He's dreaming of Princess Hao and the Yoh Yohs. And then we get to meet Anna and the twin brother, which I forgot his name. Their plan now is to go on the water to the continent of Mu and to deliver the 4 spirits. And mind you, everybody that's left on the island is inside the Sphinx submarine. And then meanwhile, the Yoh Yohs entered the space plant inside the Orochi, Takugero Orochi thing. And this is the part where it's so funny because they meet Ford. I can't. Yeah, sorry. But you see the alien we saw earlier on, and Choco Love, Yo, and Horo try to run away because it's an alien. And Ren is like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? There's no such thing as aliens. And of course, he ends up attacking the alien. But as you can see here, the alien uses gravity magic, and he has a terrible time, Ren is. Because you see here, the alien gives the mystery circle to super mystery circle, the cattle mutilation, and yeah, it's brutal, guys. It's brutal. And then we get a glimpse of the alien, but here's the thing. You see another eye within another eye. So there's like one eye, and then you see one eye underneath. And then we get this story where, well, aliens have always, came across this planet many times. And you see, all these things that we see the Aztec calendar to a few other things I don't recognize is all due by aliens. And in this case, an alien came crashing down on Earth. And guess who discovered this alien, this UFO? The Native Americans. I assume they were still called the Patch Tribe. So maybe it was called the Patch Tribe during that time. I don't know, but let's say that. So the tribe discovered the alien, and thanks to the alien, he was the one who brought them knowledge, brought them things to build and to help them grow. And he was the one who created the Oracle Bell, as you can see here in this drawing. It was this alien. And then we get to discover the whole reason, the whole purpose of the whole Shaman tournament, aside from choosing a king every 500 years, is that it's for someone to find a solution to those woes. So woes, I believe, like negative emotions, anything bad that happens in this world, is to find a solution. You know what I'm saying? And then back to the fight. After the whole story, the alien hits heavy gravity, but then all of a sudden, Yo is unaffected. And it was surprised, like, how in the hell did you, how the hell are you moving? And then Yoh tells the alien that it was due to mana negation. So he, thanks to his uh, magic negation, he's able to move freely now. And here's another thing that I was so disappointed. Yoh cuts the alien. I'm assuming that he's gonna be dead, but apparently it was nothing more than a costume. And what's underneath the costume was a female patch member. So it was no alien they were fighting. Like, oh man, such a shame. I mean, if it's I know it's in the manga, I assume, but even still, I mean, I would have preferred them fighting an actual alien, but it didn't happen. It breaks my heart. Shame. Then afterwards, they receive a message in the Oracle Bell, and judging from the hiragana, I'm guessing is Chichena, how small. So I think that How is giving the Yoh Yohs a message, but then you realize, he has awoken, because in this scene, after the message, everything is going down, the space plant has shut down, everybody is falling down, and How has awakened, with the Shaman King powers. And here's the part where it's starting to become like Armageddon has arrived. The apocalypse has arrived, because as soon as How woke up, we cut into the scene where the submarine is going down under the sea, and then all of a sudden the submarine exploded. Everybody that you knew who were inside the sub, they were all killed instantly. John gets killed instantly, and the Yoh Yohs are like frozen in fear because they know that How has awakened. They're too late. And Gova appears. She gets killed as well. And then Ryu gets killed. Tokugaru gets killed, even though he's already dead, but still. And here's the thing. He kills them just by looking at them or just thinking about them. And their souls, you see their souls all wrapped up into a ball of energy and getting sucked up into him, So up next, Choco Love and Horo get their souls sucked up. Their spirits get sucked up. Everybody, Lyserk and Morphine, Bison and Ren. And just when How was about to kill Yoh immediately just cuts Hao's head off. But it was short-lived, because the head still looked at Yoh, and Amidamaru and Yoh are instantly killed. So How immediately kills everybody. And then we cut into the scene where we finally meet How, and How has transported Yoh into his world. He said that this is the uppermost part of the Great Spirit, that is his world. And Yoh talks to How that, what are you going to do next? Like, what's your plan? And the plan has not changed. His plan is to wipe out humanity. And what else? Um, he also he explains what this area is, and apparently it's a refuge, and for people who are most dear to him. So for the people like his followers or friends, whatever, whoever he holds dear, are are planted in this area. That way they could be safe while the earth is, you know, getting destroyed. And once the earth is destroyed, Howard will remake the world and create the first ever shaman only world that he dreamt of. And typical Yoh is like, that's not gonna happen, not on my watch, regardless. You know, you may be Shaman King, but I will find a way to stop you. And How is like, I mean, you can try, but, you know, here I thought I would convince you or something, but it didn't work out, so maybe it's time for you to, you know, leave this place. But it didn't work. His magic didn't work. And then not only that, the rest of the Yoh Yohs appear in his domain. And Hal was shocked, like, how in the hell you be here? I haven't summoned you. Why are you here? And then we discovered that each and every one of them has their elemental spirits. And as you know, the elemental spirits are a part of the Great Spirit itself. So in a way, they're kind of, you know, they have the Great Spirit powers, if it makes any sense at all. It's kind of like if you got an elemental spirit, you're free to pass in this world without being summoned by the king, I guess. And so they have this showdown, and for the first time we get to see everybody attack with their own elemental spirit. You see Ren taking the first shot at Hao, and then you see Horo taking his. Then Choco Love, and then you see Lyzerg, and then Ren gives Yoh the spirit of Earth, but he doesn't attack. And Yoh was like, don't you think it's too much? And Ren is like, what are you kidding me? This is nothing to Hao. This is just like nothing, you know? And we get this awesome shot of everybody with their elemental spirits and Hao in the middle. And so it's so cool in that particular scene. And Hao is like, you know, brush it off, and he is, you know, he's okay. And he has his final words saying that, you know, is this all you got? I mean, sure, you have the elemental spirits on your side, but you're forgetting that I have a spirit of my own. You know what I'm saying? And Chocolate was like, well, we're here to make you like a better king, in his words. And Ren figured out the plan, even regardless if he doesn't agree with it or not. He knows that Yoh's plan is to kill him with love and make him change, because there's no way that they were able to separate the Great Spirit and Hao, because the deed is already done, unless you kill him. But the problem is that Hao is just too powerful, and it's just, they figured, well, I'm just gonna do it a different way. I'll defeat you in a different way. And Hao, being as arrogant, you know, villain, it's like, this is nothing, you know, you think you could stop me, and you're forgetting that I have the Great Spirit now, so I'm gonna take you down. regardless of, how many spirits you have. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of the episode. Like I said before, it was a rushed episode. It was a disappointing episode because I expected more from the Silva match, and just the whole thing about going through every plan just to get to How, and before he fully merges with the Great Spirit. I felt it was for nothing. That's what I felt, and I still feel that way. I'm a little bit nervous about the last episode next week, but regardless if it sucks or not, I'm still gonna watch it and give my review on that. And then the big one, the big overview of the 01 version and the 2021 version, and see what was better, worse, this and that. I will do my best. I hope I can do justice with it. It's my first time actually doing a mega size review, but I will do my best, and hopefully my memory doesn't fail me as such, but we'll see. But yeah, that's how I feel about this episode. And yeah, anyway, did you like the episode? Did you dislike the episode? If so, how would you change it? If you have the power to change it, how would you change it? And did I miss anything? Because I don't know, the whole Silva thing and the brainwashing, it's just, how did you break that spell? Because there's no explanation. And, it's just weird. And the whole disappointing part too was they weren't fighting in an actual alien, which sucks. Yeah. The only cool part I could say is the Yoh Yohs have their new spirits, and just seeing them all together, I find it to be very cool. But that's the only thing that I like about this episode. But hey, it is what it is. Anyways, please give a like and subscribe, and I will see you next week for episode 52, the series finale of Shaman 2021, guys. I feel uneasy, but we're in this together, and this is all gonna work out. I know it. Alright, guys, I'll see you all on the other side of oblivion. Johnny!